gosh, it's been a while.
It's been 5 freaking weeks.
Yep. Happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year's, biatches.
Biatch.
It is now 2018.
Damn it, I'm old.
For like the next 3 months, we get to fuck up our paperwork by putting the wrong date.
Not me.
No, I got a stamp now. Chink, done.
You get a stamp. Okay.
Yes, I get a stamp.
I'm getting a charger.
Side note, I need a charger. I need more
Clearly,
cowbell.
So we are back. Happy New Year's, everybody, and welcome to another episode, long-awaited episode.
Sorry, my fans.
Of
Almost
Tabs, Flex,
died.
and Bangs podcast.
Can you smell?
With Dr. Phil.
It's cooking.
And of course, that's Dr. Phil. And also we have...
Oh, hi.
Munchy DRex.
DRex.
Yeah.
She's high right now.
We're all but no.
She's high on
She's
food
eating
right
her
now.
Feelings.
Oh my God, I could get some more drugs.
No.
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 Possible.
That's bad. We don't endorse that.
No. Didn't mean it that way.
Hey. Maybe.
Here. Okay. So a lot of stuff has happened over the last 4 weeks. And first, I would say that we would apologize for actually not having a podcast for so long, but it's life and shit happens.
And families.
Busy schedules, and not only that, but I mean, who the hell's really going to pay attention to us whenever the holidays are around? Because you got all of your family and friends around to keep you occupied, unless you're like me and you're just like, fuck, I need an escape from these people. I really do not want to be around all of these people.
Family members, you mean?
I feel like I've been sick for 5 weeks.
Not you guys. I actually enjoy being around you guys.
Oh,
But yeah,
sorry.
that and illnesses as well.
Your family must be really bad.
Della was sick. I was sick.
Fuck y'all.
I went to the ER.
I was healthy as a horse. I didn't get shot because of his foot. Okay. I don't need that anymore. Thank you.
You will next month.
Is in the big suppository building downstairs.
Yeah, it was. It was bad.
Wait, how did this happen?
What happened?
It was okay. So initially, it was supposed to happen on her birthday, but she was, visiting Tom. So it didn't happen on her birthday.
I don't understand what had happened.
The streak.
Oh yeah, you broke the streak.
I
That's
broke
right.
the frickin' streak. It was. I'm not gonna count the days. But let's just say it was.
You're gonna have another
18
child
months?
in 9 months.
That's what I'm afraid of right now. It was a big suppository, all right? It was huge.
Well, if it was a suppository, you don't have to
Not
worry
suppo-
about getting pregnant.
Why am I saying suppository?
What? I'm confused.
Reservoir. That was a big
Ew.
Reservoir?
Stop.
No. Oh no.
reservoir.
This is disgusting.
No, you refer to her or you as a reservoir?
She was.
I'd refer to you as a geyser.
Ew.
Oh no, it was. I made. Was it Faithful in Yellowstone?
Yeah, it was a geyser.
I made that look like a chump.
You had enough. You had
18 months worth right there.
You had a load on deck large enough to shampoo a buffalo.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Hands down a lot.
I'm so grossed out.
For all of you people out there who are not married, you would not understand this.
No. But the 18
So
month is
just
broken.
Just hang out. And, I mean, if you need to go to the restroom, go grab you another drink. Come back in about 3 minutes and we'll be finished talking about it, because that's about all it takes whenever it finally happens.
Yep.
Yeah, that's about right.
About 3 minutes. That's all we need. But what would we do with the other 2 minutes and 35 seconds?
Play my phone, actually.
Cuddle?
Oh, I guess if you want to.
No.
It's usually a cleanup after. It was a massive cleanup, actually.
So do you... Okay, this is going to be a really random, awkward question. Do you assist in the cleanup?
Yeah.
So do you clean her, or do you make her clean you?
Oh, I clean up
Or
myself.
y'all clean
You just
yourselves?
clean yourselves.
I clean myself. Well, because it's my mess on her, so I think it's only fair if I help pick up my mess on her a little bit.
Wait, where'd you come?
You just got to get some
over.
Just got to get some face wipes and a little bit of extra shampoo.
It meant to initially just go on her belly, but it went beyond her face.
Instead of using all of these products, just throw her in the shower.
I feel like I understand, honey. Just go take I did tell her to go take a shower because it was bad. She's like, you got in the hair. My bad. I didn't mean to get like.
I wouldn't have apologized. I would have laughed.
Well, there was laughing in the apology, which made her more aggravated. Like, this is why we haven't had sex in so long. Oh. Well, I didn't do it last time.
No, this is what happens when you don't have sex for this long.
But no, it was, I mean...
Does she need some Visine?
Okay, so this is maybe just me. I have an issue just wanking it to myself. Like, there's no excitement. It's like, oh, yeah, yanking my chain.
Don't wank it to yourself.
You're watching the wrong porn. I mean...
even the porn I watch, to me, it did...
Thinking about the wrong things.
I know, right?
Well, I'm thinking about, like, how do they do that?
Only special people can think about themselves and get off.
I'll say, I can't do the visual part. I can't do the magazines. I can't just do it in my mind.
What?
What, you?
What'd you say?
So how do you masturbate?
I think about myself.
Yeah.
I'm a sexy bitch.
Yeah, Dave. Oh, Dave. Oh, Dave. Oh.
I think about my hair. Then I usually hit my hair. And that's what that's what helps me with
the gel.
That's what helps me
morning.
with all of this extra wave I have in my hair.
So I may be doing it wrong because, like I said, I'm okay. Don't diss me. I have tried.
I don't think
to
she can breathe. I don't think she can breathe.
DRex, you okay? You alive? You alive?
I'm fine.
Now you know when you touch his hair next time, you're like, oh, that's a little jizz.
No,
a little pre-cum really makes it stick, you know.
No, that wasn't pre-cum. That was the full load.
Oh, got in the cup.
No, I didn't have to do that.
I mean, just shot it up there.
Yeah,
they got a magic trick. Watch this.
I don't even have to duck. It's just like.
He gives himself home facials.
Does that happen being a female?
Well, no shit. You don't got a little
yours
gun everywhere.
Isn't pressurized.
Well, it can be if she waits long enough.
It could be. Unless
she can be a geyser too.
Unless you're a squirter. I don't know. I mean, if you're a squirter, I mean, it's squirting. Like, kind of. I think it's hot, but it weirds me out all at the same time.
That has never weirded me out. I feel
because
accomplished.
I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, did you just piss yourself? Because that's a lot. It's like, you really just pissed all over my bed. Thank you.
I'm like, well, I never thought that. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm awesome. That's my thought. And it's like, yeah, I win.
Oh, of course. I mean, if you can get a girl to do that, I mean, you're king dingling.
I mean, I have a king dingling, but I got king fingers.
And a lot of force.
Oh.
Okay.
Why are we talking about this?
Well, I'm waiting for you to jump in because I want the female's perspective now.
No, we just masturbate and then we get up and go to the bathroom and we're good.
Just don't do it after eating flaming hot Cheetos.
No. No.
Dude,
this is tingly. Ooh. Sensations overload. Sensation overload.
Okay, I'm going to share.
No, you know the condoms that get hot and cold?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't ever fucking use those. They're horrible. They are horrible. Dude,
if you want to feel
oh
that,
God.
Just make some jalapeno poppers and then go drop a batch before you go to the shower. Dude, you want to talk? Oh, man. You think soap and water will fix that?
No.
That makes it worse.
No way.
Put your hands in milk.
I'm going to tell you a very embarrassing story.
Go for it. Did you touch yourself after jalapenos?
I did. It's like, oh, dear God. The funny thing is, like, I thought, like, okay, I've got 30 minutes. You know, I've kind of been feeling it all day. I'm going to go drop a batch right quick before I carry on with the rest of my night, right?
All right.
You never walk out into a party with a loaded gun. That's the rule.
Yep.
You don't walk into a party with a loaded gun.
You don't walk anywhere with a loaded gun.
Metaphorically, of course. Literally, yes, you go everywhere with a loaded gun, but
Giggity.
not metaphorically. But
no, I walked everywhere with a loaded gun. It was dangerous.
So anyways, I go and I'm just like, I'm fixing to take a shower and I'm just like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and just drop a batch right quick. And so I sit there and take care of it. And 5 minutes into it, like I'm sitting there getting going. I'm like, all right, I'm almost there. And then all of a sudden it starts fucking burning. I'm like, what? It's like
milk.
Putting like fucking like the Gold Bond medicated powder, but the burn never goes away.
Right. Yeah.
Instead, it just intensifies.
Okay, so I have a really bad.
So I panic and I start grabbing like handfuls of soap, and of course that only makes it worse. And so I have no choice but to just deal with it. What?
Put your eggs like that. I can't put my eggs like that in my fridge.
I can't. They're right beside the bottles. Anyways.
Yeah. Are you admiring my eggs?
Yes. Yes, she is.
No, your fridge.
Oh, my fridge. Okay. So, anyways, yeah.
So you got
horrible.
soap.
Yeah, you put soap and water on it, try to make it better. Nope, doesn't happen. You want to hear something that's really, really, really funny?
What'd you do?
I dealt with it for like the next 2 or 3 hours. You were here.
Holy shit.
So was she. She was here too.
How many podcasts ago was this?
This wasn't a podcast. So was everybody else that we work with.
The Christmas party.
No, it was. I don't think. Yeah, it was. No, it wasn't the Christmas party. Wait, yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
But it wasn't because the last one was done at DRex's house. But it wasn't that one. It was the last party that we had here.
Oh my lordy!
I think that was your going away party.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
dude, that was like over a year ago. Holy crap!
Yeah,
that's
so
painful.
Yeah, I've been holding on to that for a while. I haven't told anybody about that. I didn't really feel like any need to. So if you're going to rub one out before you go to a party, make sure you wash your hands after you peel and cut the jalapenos
and dip it in milk a little bit.
Yeah.
So you want to know something horrible I did?
Hey,
go for it.
What? Go for it.
No, go for it. Ask for it.
So yeah, it was pretty bad.
So you want me to tell you a story that was
tell me
really bad that I did to somebody?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so this was back in me and my wife's dating phase. We weren't married yet, right? And I was cooking something with jalapenos and bell peppers and whatnot.
Meth?
Huh? No, I was cooking meth yet. That came like in no.
Wait, hold up. You said yet.
Yeah.
I wasn't cooking meth yet.
Yeah, I got there eventually. That was like a few months later. I got how to figure it out.
All right, moving on.
Next slide. That's why I know a shit ton about it. Anyway, what the fuck was I saying? So my wife back then was very, very driven.
Okay.
And so she surprised me in the kitchen while I was cooking. And I didn't think anything of it.
Did she goose you?
Huh?
Wait, you've been married more than once?
No, my wife.
Oh.
This is back when she was aggressive and driven in the red bedroom. Anywhere.
That's what you meant by driven.
Yeah, she was driven.
Got you.
Yeah. She was aggressive.
She was Randy, baby.
Horny, aren't you? Yeah. It was amazing.
Didn't y'all have y'all had like a specific day for something? It was a Wednesday.
Wednesdays was my days with my kid.
Oh, no, it wasn't. Or was it Thursday? Like y'all had like blowjob Thursday or something.
No, it was blowjob week when she was on her period.
Oh.
I got guaranteed blowjobs. Every other blowjob was sporadic and mostly daily.
How the fuck do you get a contract like that?
I was amazed. That's why I was bragging on it.
She violated her contract.
She violated the shit out of it for 18 months. Well, yeah, 18 months.
I'm sorry, I can't. I really hope she doesn't listen to this. I'm sorry.
No, she won't. Technically, it was 2 years. Out of 2 years, we had sex one time, and that's when we conceived my kid. So that's when apparently it started. So I had 18 months worth of nothing. But that's now over. But anyways, that's your favorite waiting
You
that
should have
long?
put a 3-month clause in that.
No.
You should have put a 3-month clause in that. That if she doesn't do anything with you for 3 months, you have the legal right.
So
secrets kill.
Debatable.
Every time you kill a secret, every time you tell a secret, a kitten dies.
That's okay. There's too many of them.
Sorry. Yeah.
That's fine. I hate cats.
Overbreeding.
I hate cats too. Tell away.
So she surprises me as I'm cutting up bell peppers, jalapenos, all this other stuff to make spice stuff, and she starts coming on to me, and I'm not thinking twice about it, and so we start going at it, and I'm a person who, I like to please my wife, so I go downstairs with magical fingers over here, and
you were cutting peppers.
About a minute later, she's like, "What the fuck? Ow! 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 Ow!
my God.
Yeah, no. So I
wonder.
get a
That's so
syringe of milk. I squirted it up.
Did you really?
Yes, I was trying to figure out how to help.
This is how you self-medicate.
I felt so bad. You know, I shouldn't have. Hold on, baby. Let me wash my hand. But when she got into me, I'm like, oh, moments here.
Just
Everything I was doing dropped 6 times.
We're gonna start a new candy. It's called Milk Douche.
Ew. So gross.
Chocolatey flavored
But I felt so bad for her. I was like, oh.
milk chocolate that tastes like vagina.
Hmm.
Milk Douche. with a slight
DRex's face
with a
right
slight hint of spice of bell pepper.
and jalapenos.
Oh.
So yeah, no, that. So it wasn't to myself.
I'm patenting that. Milk Douche.
No.
Milk douche.
Yeah, you go for
Dude,
it.
I am yes, I am making a product now.
Disgusting.
It's going to be called Milk Douche.
It's
If
disgusting.
people can come up with some okay, so y'all already know this obviously, but over the New Year's weekend, I ended up screwing up my back seriously bad,
Right.
and so
And I got shit faced.
doctors got me on some amazing drugs, by the way, which I use just to sustain throughout the normal day, and I'm somewhat okay. Usually, whenever I want to kick it up a notch, I kind of. Well, actually, no. I was actually very honest with my doctor. I was like, Doc, I'm taking these prescription pills, and I even took it with alcohol, and it's still not helping. It's like, wait, you took prescription pills with alcohol? Yes. Okay,
I was
so
getting desperate. Okay.
I'm going to give you these pills. Do not take them with alcohol. I'm like, okay, so that means I can have at least one, right? And she goes, can you really not drink for that long? I'm like, I mean, I can, but I don't want to.
It's a choice, really.
Good, but so anyways, I was going with that. So it ends up coming back on our Warriors page because I put out there that I was in New Year. It was New Year's Eve. I was up at 1 o'clock in the morning. I was in pain. I couldn't sleep, and I'm just like, fuck it. I'm just going to get on social media and play for a while. And so I put a post on our Warriors page about what was going on, wishing everybody Happy New Year's, and then of course I'm just wanting to die right now.
All right, makes sense.
2 days later, one of our guys puts a post on our page about this woman who offers milk baths, bathing in her breast milk. This bitch is 60 or 70 years old. How in the hell do you expect me to believe that is your breast milk? And then it says, I will watch you bathe. That sounds creepy.
It was just a joke.
But here's
That's
my
funny.
I don't care.
It was the ad.
But yeah, it is. Yeah,
But
you
it
saw
could
that,
be
so
true.
you know what I'm talking
Well, it
about.
could be, yeah,
It
I've
could be
seen
true.
that meme.
Yeah, because your husband was tagged in it too. Because they were poking fun at me and your husband about our back problems.
Oh no, I didn't see it. I just
Yeah,
saw that
all right.
meme.
They're good. We have a little bit of OPSEC.
Yeah.
So but no, if they can create an ad for bathing people in milk, I can come up with a milk douche.
It can be done.
We're doing.
I wonder if
We're
breast milk,
patenting that.
I
shit.
wonder if milk breast was better than regular milk now. Hey, hon, let me squirt some titty milk out real quick and put it in your vagina.
I don't know. I mean, somebody did fucking ape and got AIDS, so no words.
No words. I got nothing for you there. That's
Nothing at
we're
all.
patenting it now.
Yeah, milk douche. We got to come up with a saying for it. We got to come up with a saying.
I don't know what to say.
I don't know. I don't know what to say either.
I don't know. Jalapenos in your pants? No worries. Milk douche is here to help.
No. I don't know. Well, I'll figure something out before the end of the show. So anyways, Miss DRex, how was your holidays?
Before you go into holidays, I don't know if you have any painful experiences with
Jesus
jalapenos.
Christ, Kanye, can you shut the
No.
fuck up and let
Fuck
Taylor
you.
Swift talk?
No, because Beyonce's better.
Did you just call me Taylor Swift?
Yeah, because
Well,
it's
you're white.
Kanye interrupting you.
And I look black.
No.
I got called an N-word at my new job.
Did you really?
Yeah, this was white and black guy were sitting there talking. They're trying to figure out me because I was new, and they're like, "So, are you a beaner or a nigger?" I was like, "What? I can say it."
The fuck? How could you? Okay.
Because my hair.
Were they white?
No, well, one was black, one was white.
Your hair's not matty. It's straight.
You've got Jew hair.
I have Italian hair. Thank you very
For
much.
sure, Jew hair.
Well, it's not really.
Well, I did the ancestrything.com. I am 0.01. I'm less than 0.01% Jew. So,
your personality, however.
I'm not Jew.
At all.
Nope.
Did you test it?
Mm-hmm.
So you had a lot of inbreeding.
Irish. The English.
Lots of you possibly could have. Have you taken the ancestry.com? Because I don't know how Jew in me at all.
Yeah, I'm related to JFK.
Take it.
Now, what's really funny about the ancestry.com though, is that when they do the ancestry, they can trace.
That's cool. That's cool. You're related to JFK. That's cool.
Well, I'm going to bring it back to that real quick because it's sad that we can't actually track that. But for a guy, you can actually track our whole lineage.
This deserves attention.
She wants you to pet her right now.
No, that's just weird.
Is it? Oh, my bad. I pet people all the time. And I tell them, you're pretty. Don't worry. Shh. Night, night. Night, night. Shh.
What'd you say? I said your hair's pretty. Shh. It'll grow back. Wait, that sounded creepy. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
What did you mean?
Do you know that I am actually a direct descendant of Robert Ford? If I remember correctly, that is the guy who killed Jesse James.
Yeah, I knew that.
And not Sandra Bullock's Jesse James. I'm talking about like the actual Jesse James.
Did you see that I'm so trendy?
When you first got that sucker, you were like, watch, I can do this to distract myself from customers.
Right.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got to go somewhere.
Jesse James.
So, that's pretty... Oh, I'm going to have to distract you real quick, talk about Ancestry, so...
As long
she
as
doesn't feel like about JFK.
As long as we're not talking about iWatches, we're good. Go ahead, Ancestry.com.
But with guys, you can actually trace where they came from. Like, they actually draw a line from everywhere that you've been. Mm-hmm. But for women, they can't do it. Because they all don't carry the Y gene.
Because they're whores.
But you can make into a housewife.
I don't even know how to get into that conversation again.
So
apparently we I got into an argument with my wife earlier about how you can't make a hoe a housewife. And she said technically you can because they still have to do laundry.
Gotta watch that cum stain out.
I know, right? I mean, just not everybody can just afford to just wipe it off and go on.
So you're related to JFK?
Yeah.
That is sick. How do you find that out? Like through your mom's side, dad's side?
My dad's side. I'm a Kennedy.
So, I kind of figured that out when,
But he's
So was there a second gunman?
Who knows?
Why not? I mean, you're related.
My grandfather
So y'all shared
had a whole
information.
book full of everything that tied us. And, I mean, he was kind of obsessed with it before he died. So, yeah.
He found out the truth that there was more than one shooter.
Sorry, I have something weird going on.
Did you play with
Clearly.
jalapenos?
Clearly.
But anyway.
And how was your Christmas? How was the time with the family?
It was good. I've been off and on sick, my allergies for like the past 2 months. But anyway, my stepdad was in ICU for pneumonia for like a week. Then he got out right before Christmas. So when we went to my mom's, it was quite entertaining because it's like nobody missed a beat. Everybody was still fighting, calling each other bad names. My stepdad was sleeping in his recliner. It was I always take pictures of him sleeping. But long story short, it was really good. I got to spend some time with my sister and my niece, and then of course my crazy mom. She was just beyond funny. But anyway, so she pulls out like all these. Yes, Colleen.
Hi, Colleen.
Oh, was she there?
Yeah, my mom. I just said my mom.
Your mom's Colleen?
My
Yes.
mom is Colleen. No, not.
I got
that we
confused
work-
for a second. I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh, no, my mom's name is also Colleen, but with two
I
L's.
did not know that.
Yes.
Now I do.
That we
Hi,
all have weird
Colleen.
names. We all have different names. Anyway,
Had two L's 'cause- no.
I was told that was creepy, but like,
that's super creepy. Please
didn't you
stop.
say that she didn't like that, or she did like?
She
that?
does like
She
it.
loves
Oh, okay, my bad.
She wants it. Give
I'll
more
stop
of
doing that.
it. Do it.
I'm sorry, Colleen.
She's gonna make that into a ringtone, and she's gonna masturbate every time. Now she's like, "Sorry."
Wow,
Colleen. No, it's okay.
you really
It's okay.
took it there.
It's okay.
Pulling
DJ.
out the dirty DJ.
Well, Dave was
get.
talking. So Dave was at.
The pain medication's setting in.
It is. His medicine is kicking in. This is why your doctor said not to drink while you're taking your drugs. But
I don't know what
You
you're talking
stopped.
about. I'm drinking
anyway,
wanna
so my mom asked my niece to take off her boots, and I have like this full video of my mom like laying on her back on the bed and like kicking her leg up at my niece, and my niece trying to crank these freaking, because we all wear boots out there at the farm. My mom lives on a huge farm, so literally the cocks out there are so loud constantly.
The cocks.
Rooster?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
My mom actually has
There's
a
a lot of
gaming
dicks
farm.
out there right
gaming
now.
farm, and they crow and do all their shit every 5 seconds.
So side note real quick.
Wow.
They get
dude.
louder whenever we get closer to them.
She really pegged on the meter over here.
Yeah. Whenever you get closer to them, they get more like aggressive and start to really do it. But yeah, it sucks because you get used to it. Like you can't even wake up to the roosters anymore because you hear it all the time. You get used to it, so you just sleep through them.
Well, I mean, everybody does
no
love
point.
an aggressive cock.
Amen. So, funny story. When I was younger, I tried to wear boots, like cowboy
Oh
boots.
To
God.
tuck
And
your
I-
cock in it.
Yeah.
Oh
No.
my God, you gotta see.
I tried to shove my foot in the sucker, and I got my foot stuck.
I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen this guy, but I mean, he's hung like a fucking mule.
I wish. I mean, yeah, totally.
Well, for
Trying to help you out here,
Christmas,
buddy.
Della got some very nice boots.
What? I didn't get shit for
Square
Christmas. I thought about
toed.
that. No.
How beautiful those are.
My goodness.
And my mom got me some boot jewelry to go on them that have little revolvers on them. And
Okay.
a necklace that's a shotgun shell bullet. So, but look how pretty those are. So,
Those are gorgeous.
anyway, thank
You
you,
should've
Mom,
wore 'em.
very much. It was my favorite thing I got for Christmas. But trying to break them in, that hurts.
I
But
would
anyway,
panic trying to get my foot in the sucker again.
but I stayed up until 3 a.m. with my niece, my sister, and my mom playing Santa. And I stuffed the stockings. My mom was handing me stuff. And all of a sudden, at the very end, my stocking was like the most full. And I'm like, I don't know how that happened. I was like stealing everybody else's stuff and
I mean, it
putting it
always
in my
works out in your
stocking.
favor if
I
you're
did.
fucking Santa.
I know. It was so great. So,
I'm the best
and then of
Santa
course-
in the fucking
and then of course the
world.
next day I went to my
Hold on.
dad's and
Sorry, I would like to clarify. I said you're fucking Santa, not your fucking Santa.
I did both. So anyway,
Interesting. That's how your stocking got so full.
because I was naughty.
Mm.
Santa and I had an agreement. That was what my mom kept saying. You're naughty. You're not going to get anything. And I said, well, Santa and I have an agreement because I'm so naughty. And her and my stepdad just could not. Literally my stepdad spit his tea out. It was hilarious.
Usually, if you're naughty enough, you get exactly what you want.
Yep.
Exactly.
This is all I can
Just
think
saying.
of. That's
Anyway,
Santa's agreement right there.
Santa likes his beard pulled a little bit. But anyway, long story short, the next day we went to my dad's and
Tickle the tape.
that was even funnier. I mean, my
Funnier
family
tickling the tank.
my family is crazy. So, yeah, I mean, I had a lot of fun and I love my family even though they're completely crazy. But I'm at my dad's house and my sister calls me and she's like, "You couldn't wait for me?" I was like, "Oh, well, I have plans to be at my dad's. Sorry, not sorry. Maybe you should have been there on time." And she's like, "I heard you stole my contouring stuff from my stocking." And I was like, no, pretty sure that Santa told me I could have it. So, yeah, it ended up in my stocking. And she's like, well, I opened the gift that you bought me, so I guess I forgive you. And I'm like, yeah, suck on these nuts. You don't need makeup anyway. Because it's not going to make you prettier.
Bitch.
Yeah. You don't need that contouring shit anyway. You need a lot more. You need a lot more than that. So anyway.
Wow.
Side note. What
We're
the
all
fuck
aggressive
is
to each other.
contouring?
Contouring stuff was like
It's makeup. It's stuff that you give yourself.
you know, like the
an extra
egg-shaped-
3D, like look.
egg-shaped
Oh.
sponges.
I see my wife have
And
that.
I had some lipstick and then some mascara that somehow ended its way in my stocking because
Makeup.
I'm the biggest makeup person in the house now. Like, I've been experimenting a lot more with makeup and trying to make myself not look completely ugly before I get to 30.
Advocate Construction for
Yeah,
all
I
of
was gonna tell you.
for all of your construction foundation and what else do they do?
Leveling.
Yeah.
Leveling. They will get you leveled.
Yeah. I thought about that a little while ago because I was like, I saw him. I saw him.
Dude, he's gonna listen to this episode. He's gonna get halfway through and like, what happened to the sponsors? I know I sponsor this show. What the fuck?
Oh,
shit! There it is.
Have construction. He will set you
Yes.
straight.
Contact
Hey.
Mr.
Level
Nathan
you out.
Moore.
Hey,
From
hey,
foundation.
For all of your-
you advocate construction guy. Yeah,
His name is Nathan.
Nathan.
Yeah.
Nathan, tall, redheaded guy that said something to me about being on my phone at work.
Actually,
yeah,
he's not redheaded. He's blonde. but
it's
okay.
pretty red.
No, it's
I thought
blonde.
it was
It looked
red.
red to me.
No, it's blonde.
He looks totally redheaded.
No, it's blonde.
Blondie.
Redhead. Ginger.
He comes into my place of work and he's like saying something to one of the other coworkers, and he turns and looks back at me because I made a snarky comment to somebody. I don't know. And he's like, "Does your boss know you're on your phone?" And I look at him like, "Who the fuck do you think you are?" And my
He's
response
only the
was,
sponsor of
I know,
our fucking
I know.
show.
I had no idea who he was. So I like look at him and I go, in like the best way possible, I go, "Yes." And then I look back down at my phone. I couldn't help it. And then when he left, the other coworker was like, "Yeah, that's Nathan Moore." And I was like, "Oh, fuck." I said, "Hey, D, did you know that that's our sponsor?" He's like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah." And then he was gone. So, yeah. I've seen him in the store before,
That's
too.
a foot in the mouth right there. Straight up.
Oh.
I
wait.
love moments like that. That's the whole reason why I've never introduced y'all to him. I've just been waiting for this moment.
Oh, my God. You're such a
Some
D.
people wait a lifetime.
He
for a
actually,
moment like this.
we are trying to corroborate a time for him to actually, he wants
Mm-hmm.
to actually come sit in on the show.
I think he should.
Well, good. I think he should, and I'll be on my phone.
The entire
Ask him if he-
time.
Would like to give me permission to be on my phone.
Oh, my lordy.
It was
So I
hilarious.
got a random thought. Sorry. Y'all talked about gingers and redhead. Gingers and
redheads.
blonde people, okay?
Love blondes.
Why the fuck is a redhead called a ginger when the ginger root is blonde? And yet strawberry blonde is blonde,
But it looks red.
but it's for a blonde person.
Quid pro quo.
Like, why the fuck do they have
Hair is
strawberries
super
on blonde
red right
people and gingers on red people? Like, it should be the other way around. Sorry, side note. Got random.
Because we as a society of Americans are too fucking stupid. And we have to convolute every single definition that we come across.
Maybe redheads used to eat a lot of ginger, so we called them gingers.
They're yummy.
Useful. Never mind.
I don't know, redheads are fun.
Sticky.
I mean, yummy. I mean,
Both.
good. I mean,
All of it.
they're people.
You see
They
how
have no
red my
souls.
hair is right
They're
now?
evil, but they're people.
Yeah, you're strawberry.
Starberry.
Strawberry.
Starberry.
So my Christmas was very uneventful.
My drugs and alcohol have not kicked in that bad. I'm sorry, Mr. Narcissistic Cannibal. Tell me about your Christmas.
I got to talk about it. I got to talk about that shit. I feel left out. Anyways,
Does somebody like...
I spiked her drink earlier. She's welcomed.
Oh, okay.
So, side note.
You are welcome.
What
Okay,
can
moving
I
on.
say except you're welcome.
Oh,
Anyways,
okay. Hold on. Before you do go any further.
Advocate construction. No.
No. Well, yes. It does pertain to sponsors. However, we did receive a bit of a donation that I do have to give a shout out to. So I do have to put a little bit of a plug in here, which I find it kind of ironic because I'm actually on the board for this company.
Oh, okay.
So
That hurts, by the way, when you do that.
we received a random donation from a company based out of Houston called A New Vision.
Oh.
So I am actually on the board for that company as well. And so basically what it came down to is that they felt, and of course I, in my twisted means of logic, thought that, maybe we could help this. Essentially what they are is transitional living, helping for, people dealing with drug abuse and alcohol abuse and, ex-cons and, it's basically helping them get back on their feet, get back into the employment world and actually become, working members, contributing members of society.
Yes.
I need to send my sister there.
That's what they do. Well, I mean, all you got to do is turn to your left and say, hey, I know somebody who needs help.
You can't help her.
Oh, good.
But
anyways.
Good luck. Good luck.
What did you just say?
Already tried for years.
What? You've been trying to get...
So anyways,
I have my ADD moment.
So anyways, they gave us a gracious donation to help us, get back in motion, get back in the flow of things. And also in return, we're going to give them a couple of shout-outs. So
What?
Right? And here's where the irony comes in, because, I mean, we do talk about, life. We talk about life in itself. But however, we also talk about drinking. We talk about drugs. We talk about everything else.
And sex addiction.
And sex, not addictions. We don't condone addictions.
No.
There's a fine line between
a good time and
dependency. Yes. Yes. I don't condone dependencies. However, I highly condone having a good time.
Hell yeah. So relaxed right now, right?
Right. And so the owners of the company, my sister, actually is my sister, Stacy, and her husband, Ray. And so in return, we are giving y'all a shout out. If y'all know anybody in the Dallas, Houston area who needs any kind of help recovering from any kind of addiction or even, coming out of incarceration and actually needing some kind of counseling or in means of a transition on getting back on track into, becoming another contributing member of society. Please feel free to email us, message us on Facebook,
we'll get
Instagram,
you
Twitter,
that you need.
And we'll definitely get you back on track.
Nobody needs to suffer alone.
That sounds like a catchphrase from somewhere else. But if it's not, I swear to God, if you...
I am putting her in a cage and have her play the piano in a dog commercial.
From this dark, cold hotel room.
Giggity.
And the endlessness that is near.
As I was saying, and even veterans too. I'm actually in the process talking with her. Well, of course, I can't talk about this on air, but I'll tell you more about it later.
Okay.
But we're looking at expanding that a little bit.
Sweet.
We talked about that a little bit more. Onto a section that I'm a little bit more partial to. Veterans and especially veterans coming back from combat dealing with PTSD, and of course those that are potentially suicidal, and I just heard not too long ago, another friend of mine, not too long ago, just recently killed himself.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a pill to swallow, especially over Christmas holiday, And so
suicide rates are always up during the holiday season, so.
Yeah, and the reason being, I don't understand why he did it, or nobody will ever know. But, and that's the big thing, is you can't ever sit here and say, oh, well, I was just talking to him the other day, and I don't understand why I didn't catch this. You'll never catch it.
No.
You will never know.
I'm not going to say that on air.
What?
No, it's like me being happy right now, and I go home and I don't show up next week. I mean, hey, shit happens.
Well, you're going to fucking call me tomorrow, and if you don't call me tomorrow, I pretty much know that something went wrong.
But did it?
Or
am I waiting till after tomorrow because I already scheduled that?
I don't know. But, eventually, I'll talk to you.
Yeah.
And if I don't talk to you for 3 weeks, then I'll probably start getting a little suspicious.
3 weeks? Fuck you, man. It'll be 72 hours after the Sunday at least.
Usually it's about 3 days whenever I figure something's wrong.
We only talk when we're at work.
Does this work?
Define work.
In the past 5 weeks.
But seriously, if you know anybody who is battling those inner demons,
Yes.
please let us know on our TRB page or through our email. Our email's out there is tapracksandbangspodcast@gmail.com. Also find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, so on and so forth. Or even on my own page, DirtyDave at TRB. So you can find us, or DRex at TRB. You can find us all.
Yes.
So, on that note, back to the tomfuckery. Let's talk about more drinking and alcohol and drugs and promiscuous
Well,
sex.
I will have to
turning
say,
hoes into housewives.
Well, I have to say, for my holidays, Christmas in itself was not very eventful. Parents are out, in-laws are out, my wife worked, so literally it was me and my little girl that hung out all day Christmas Day. That was it.
I would have sat at home and dropped a batch.
Y'all don't understand how hard it is to
Shaking the
masturbate.
whole couch.
I am having a lot of problems trying to get comfortable right now.
Well,
Don't move. But New Year's, though,
You okay over there?
I got
You
fucked
good?
up.
You sure? New Year's? Yes.
I got fucked up on New Year's. It was amazing.
There may or may not be some, what's the word I'm looking, incriminating videos on social media somewhere.
Of me?
No, of what we did.
what?
What'd y'all do?
We shot a couple of people in houses with Roman candles. I may or may
I'm
not.
like, man, y'all just do everything without me now, don't you? No.
I may or may
You
not
were
have.
you were down Texas, South
I
Texas.
don't
I was,
know
yeah, I was in
him
Houston.
outside of this.
I may have stolen a GT500 for the weekend. I like how nobody cared about that. But what did you just say?
Well, your
apparently-
GT5 got trumped by her
I
comment.
said something that is like a felony, and you said something else that apparently trumped my
yes,
felony.
it did.
So
It totally trumped it.
what did you
No,
say?
none of your business. It's about
You have
you.
to go back and listen to the cast.
Well, shit, I'll go back and edit it. What was it at? 41.54. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
Good luck. Hearing me.
Anyway, so
Said it
you
really
stole
quietly.
a GT. So was it a friend, family members, or just randomly off the line?
He
you hot
No,
wired?
borrowed it.
No, it was a family
His
member.
sister let him drive it. He's
Yeah,
just
so-
trying to sound cool.
Well, I did take it. I mean, I went
Well,
up to
yeah.
the counter and took her keys and took her car. We-
You had the children with you. She was fine with you going.
She didn't really. No. Okay,
Yes, she was.
not
okay
the first
with
time
it.
I stole it. I'm not talking. Okay, so there were two different times. My nephew and I, which is her son, and we stole her car. Decided to go give her a Christmas present. So what we did, my
Her
sister,
car back.
My sister, yeah, we brought her car back after
Merry
we gave
Christmas. You're
gave her a heart attack.
Okay.
So, anyways,
Go on.
my sister, she loves the color purple.
Mhm.
And the last Mustang that she had was destroyed during Hurricane Harvey.
Yeah.
And so it was in her garage, floating in like 3 feet of water. But, anyways, she just recently got a new GT500, and so my nephew and I, we decided, like, okay, we're going to give your mom something good for Christmas. And so because she loves the color purple so much, we actually took her car. Whenever I first got to Houston, I'm just like, hey, hi, here we are. Where's your keys? And she goes, excuse me? I said, I haven't seen the carburetor yet. I want to see it. And she goes, oh, okay. My next question was, when's Harley getting here? It was Harley. He's been on an episode of the show
Yeah.
before. Yeah, so
Well, we don't know how old he is.
24.
Oh, now you know.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Hi,
You
Harley.
swore he was a minor.
Hey, Harley. Anyway.
So, anyways, whenever Harley finally showed up, the next morning we actually ended up waking up, and I was just like, "Hey, you ready to go?" He was like, "Yeah, sure." I said, "What are we doing?" Or he said, "What are we doing?" I was like, "We're still in your mom's car." He was like, "All
Okay.
right." He was like, "I get to drive, right?" I'm like, "Fuck no, I'm driving."
Oh,
So,
lordy.
Anyways, what we did was we actually ended up taking her car downtown to get detailed.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, we went and we got a whole bunch of like interior lights, and we like decked out the inside of her new Cobra with purple LEDs.
You didn't earn those. That ain't shit. Anyways.
You didn't earn them. We stand by tradition in this house.
Made it. Here we go. Huh. I earned it. Motherfucker, give it back.
Oh. So anyways, what we did was we went and we just decked out the interior of her car in just purple LEDs. I mean, it looked sharp.
Nice.
Next day, my sister and my wife decide we're going to go to Galveston for a few days. Like, okay, cool.
Few days?
How are we going to... Yeah, it ended up being a couple days. We cut it a day short. But, so what we did was... They were just like, okay, well, we're going to take the truck, and we're going to take our car. And I'm just like, nope, I'm still in Stacy's Mustang. We're just going to take her Cobra. So we ended up taking her Cobra from Houston to Galveston. And I'm not going to go into details on air about the trip because that's incriminating. And I believe in the Fifth Amendment. So
I plead the Fifth.
I will plead the Fifth on this one. Anyways, it was a good weekend, good holiday weekend. And then my sister and her son Harley actually ended up getting in a Roman candle war, which that was very entertaining.
Wait, how long did it take you to get from Houston to Galveston? From the middle of Houston to Galveston?
From the middle, well, whenever, let's see, right after we got on to 45.
Yep.
About 35 minutes.
Yep. It's an hour drive.
Yep.
Good
cool.
job. Good job.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
I'm from that area. Well, not technically from that area, but I lived there for 5 years. I actually used to work in Galveston.
I actually found out, like, after we made the trip, that I-45, that is the most raced highway in America.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Between Houston and Galveston.
Yep.
Is it straight?
Oh, yeah. Perfect, beautiful straight line. There may have been a triple-digit speed limit in there somewhere. There may have been a state trooper that flashed his lights on and off. But he never followed.
He was telling you to slow down.
What was funny is my nephew was like, oh, my God, there's a state trooper. And I'm just like, we're good. He goes, he just turned his lights on. I was like, yeah, they're off. We're good. Well, what the hell does that mean? I said, that actually means, like, you need to slow the fuck down, but I'm too goddamn tired, and I know that I won't catch you. And so, no, anyways, it was a good trip. But then we ended up we went back to Houston. We spent one night in Galveston, and then we went back to Houston, and then had our fireworks wars.
Y'all shot Roman candles at each other. Holy
Yeah, and fired a couple of artillery shells off at neighboring houses. Just because they were being dicks. But
hey, fucker.
Oh, man. But no, there's actually some really good footage. Actually, I hope that most of that footage did not make it to social media.
Well, I didn't see you tagged in anything, so you're safe.
Because I wasn't friends with her at the time. It was actually Harley's girlfriend that actually posted them.
Oh, Harley's got a girlfriend, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, DRex.
Little Vietnamese girl.
Oh,
Hey, take after his uncle.
Asians. Yeah.
Took after his uncle, right? That was funny. He goes, yeah, Uncle Dave, my girlfriend's Vietnamese. I was like, oh, yeah? You think you're part of the club now, huh?
He's like, yep.
No, she's a sweet girl. She's really nice. But it was a fairly decent New Year's, aside of the mass amounts of pain that I was in.
Every time you say Harley, I always want to call him Harley Quinn. Girl, boy. Don't know why.
Ironically enough, like I look at you and I envision Harley Quinn.
I'm crazy.
Bipolar and slightly psychotic. There's a little bit of truth there.
Thanks.
She can't be hard because I'm the Joker.
See what I'm talking about?
But I'm the Joker.
You are not the Joker.
Oh, that's because I have to have a face for the show.
So, all right then. Where the fuck is D at today?
He's sucking his own D because it's so
said
dang
that
big.
we did not give him enough. Pretty much, he didn't get enough notice. He doesn't ever
Bitch,
see
he does
his
not- he-
social media.
No,
stuff.
because he doesn't want to get on it. He's only on once a month.
It's the same damn Sunday every week, with the
Yeah.
exception of the last 4 weeks.
5.
I think
Was it
he's-
5?
5.
I think he's trying to make another baby. Probably. Probably.
What the seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, dear Lord.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I hope
that.
he
I mean,
knows
I don't-
not all of them are going to go to college.
He's always trying to make another baby. He
He's
said
just-
that they want 5. He
Jackson.
wants 5.
The Robinson 5.
Who wants 5 kids? I'm one of 5. I'm one of 5, D. It's horrible. Don't do it to those poor children.
What the fuck?
I want to watch this video. Are we done yet?
Why, yes, Dr. Phil, we are.
Okay. As always, this is Dr. Philgood. I'm going to watch this video now. I want to see what the elephant
Jeez.
is up the cooter.
Grief. He apparently something on Facebook striked his fancy.
Well, if you see an elephant with his trunk up a girl's hooter, you're kind of curious.
Cooter.
Cooter, hooter.
Hooter's up top, Cooter's down bottom.
Well, it could be all the way up there. I don't know.
Maybe.
That's why I want to watch it.
All right, so on that note, we will see y'all again next week. I promise, like, no more like 4-week extensions or
Except for holiday season.
absences. So we are back on track, and as always, I am Dirty Dave,
Dr. Philgood.
DRex.
and we are out. We will see y'all next week.
Peace.
Peace.